Sport Down Under. Today we are talking about why Kai Sotto is a future NBA lottery pick. Now for some of you, this may be news. You might be thinking Kai is not at that level to be a top 15 pick, but I'm here to tell you today that this kid is. He's a serious player with a seriously bright future ahead of him, and he is one not to be missed. In just under 16 minutes a game, shooting 56% from the field, Kai is averaging just under 9 points per game, 1 block, half an assist, and nearly 5 rebounds a game. And in just under 16 minutes, that is crazy numbers and some really good productivity. What we're seeing from this kid is that he can do just a little bit of everything, which is phenomenal. And the biggest asset to Kai is, well, this kid is 7'3". And now you might be questioning, well, those numbers aren't NBA draft lottery numbers. They're some solid numbers, but not the top of the top kind of numbers. We've got to look at some of the facts. Some of the best prospects going into this year's NBA draft are someone like Chet Holmgren and Paolo Banchero from Duke. I know I didn't say that right. Biggest thing about these guys, especially Chet Holmgren, a 7' plus player that can do a bit of everything. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can take it to the rack, and he can score from the post. Well, let's compare him side by side to Kai Sotto. Kai can actually do the exact same thing. He can take it to the post, he can sort of handle the ball. The one thing that he's sort of lacking is his jump shot. And I'm telling you, within the next 6 to 12 months, that jump shot is going to be firing at all cylinders. When Kai was in high school, we saw he could occasionally shoot the 3-ball. And now I know that the 3-point line is shorter in high school compared to the FIBA or even the NBA. It is still showing you that he has a natural ability to shoot, unlike someone like Ben Simmons. So if Kai has that natural ability, the more hours and the reps that he puts in on that jump shot, I'm telling you, he's going to be able to shoot it. Now I know someone like Chet can just step up to the line and hit a 3 in transition. I don't know if Kai will ever be at that level, but I definitely reckon that Kai will be able to stretch the floor, go in a bit of a 5-out offense. He'll be able to hit it from the corner, hit it from the top of the key. I reckon Kai will be able to hit his 3-point shot from just about anywhere in 6 to 12 months. Obviously with more and more reps, he will get even better, but I reckon in the next 6 to 12 months, he'll start hitting it consistently. Now Kai Sotto's getting just under 16 minutes a game, and I reckon over the season that will go higher. He will get more minutes as the season goes on. Like I said in my last video, Kai's coach from the Adelaide 36Ers loves him. You can see by the way he plays, and you can see by both guys, both Kai and the coach's energies towards each other, that they do genuinely like each other. Now in saying that though, what that means is he's going to get more minutes. And now Kai signed a 2-year contract when he signed with the NBL. So the smartest thing for him to keep boosting his draft stock as of right now, I reckon if he waits another year in the NBL, he can seriously boost that draft stock to become an NBA lottery pick. The more film he gets, the more exposure he gets, his draft stock is just going to go through the roof, because at the end of the day, you can't teach height. And a guy that's 7'3" and can actually move and run up and down the court is a fantastic sight. Personally, the only weaknesses that I really do see in Kai is on a fast break on defense. He can sometimes be out of position because he doesn't just have that exact speed, but a guy 7' plus doesn't always have that speed. His defensive IQ, which will get better obviously the older he gets, because the more situations he'll be put into. But then again, in saying that, when he gets the switch in the half court or anywhere in the half court on defense, he does a stupendous job defending whoever he gets switched onto. And the other weakness is his shooting, which like I said before, will get better. So with weaknesses like that are so easily worked on, that can be improved and get better on, Kai is gonna be a dominant force. Just think about that Philippines national team. If Kai and Jalen Green actually play for the same national team, that'd be crazy. Philippines will actually be a medal contender for the Olympics and the World Cups. They just gotta convince Jalen Green to play for the Philippines national team. Throw in Jordan Clarkson in there too, and boy, that is a squad. The other great factor that will boost Kai's draft stock is the fact that the team actually plays through him. The Adelaide 36Ers game plan actually runs through the low post, and well, where does Kai play? He plays on that low post, so he will be able to facilitate off that low post and of course score for himself off that low post, which is a great spot for him to be in. A lot of teams, coaches, places all around the world are not running it through the low post too much, but because the Adelaide 36ers have such a dominant low post player in Daniel Johnson and now Kai Sotto, they will be able to keep continuing to run through the low post, and that is a great place for Kai to stay. Now, do I actually know if Kai will stay another year in the NBL to potentially increase his draft stock even more? I'm not sure. Hopefully from a viewer's perspective, I'd love to see him stay in the NBL, but he might be really eager to get out of there, make his money in the NBA. The smartest thing to do could be wait, because if he waits just an extra year, he'll be able to boost his draft stock, and hey, he'll make that money even more. I think for Kai to start being even more productive with his minutes on the court, he's got to just become a bit more aggressive at the right time. Selecting the right time to attack at the ring or facilitate or kick it on is a really big part of what Kai needs to learn as well, because that will increase his court time because his decision making will look really good. But overall, rebounding and with blocks and shot contesting, Kai's phenomenal. He reads the ball really well, and he's able to contest a lot of shots because he's got really, really long arms. So at the end of the day, he's going to get minutes because he's a defensive presence, and on offense, it's going to come. His jump shot's going to finally start getting knocked down. He's going to start taking it to the rack more, and he's going to get more confidence in himself the more shots that he makes, and that's going to be really exciting to see. I'm excited to see where the future of Kai Sotto ends, but I reckon he's going to be a lottery pick in not this year's draft, but the next year's draft if he stays on. If he declares in this year's draft, I don't know if that's the smartest move for his career. I personally think he should wait another year, boost that draft stock, and see where he can go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll catch you later.